What do we have here? We're gonna take a look at this smoking problem. It's definitely different than anything I've seen before because it's RPM related. If you just drive it around below 2,500, it won't smoke. That's just condensation right there because it's cold, but you'll see this thing will smoke screen when it gets up around 3,000. There's two. We're starting to make some smoke. Bring it up to 3. Okay, what's in front of you is the start of pulling this thing apart, and as you can see, there's something going on in the depths of this motor that we're gonna find out today. So just getting started on it. Got about a couple hours into it at this point, so I'm hoping to get this engine pulled out, leave the transmission in again like last time, and take this thing apart and we'll see what we find. Obviously things didn't go right, so in this video I'm gonna show you what went wrong. How I got to the bottom of this problem that really has been stumping me more than anything else I've seen, and show you the progress. So let's see, the hone is pretty well worn out. The oil rings were totally seized in these pistons, and I even degreased them and they would still not move, so I ended up putting some 302 rings that I had laying around, and they came out at a 25 thousandths top ring gap and a 30 thousandths second ring gap, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. The original rings, I tested them, they were at 45 thousandths on the lower and 40 thousandths on the upper. Here's the bearings that came out of this thing. They're copper, they're out, and they're cheap. I'm putting these ACL standards in. I'm going to clean the crank up, and I'm getting ready to plastic gauge this pair here. I've seen these flex hones work wonders before on 2-stroke cylinders. Stuff that you wouldn't think could be used would come back looking real nice. This is it right here, 4 1/8. That's pretty aggressive. Most people say to go for like a 240 grit finish. Here's a look at those cylinders after honing and cleaning. They actually turned out really nice. This one I think was the worst. It had some serious pitting right here, but some people might not agree with us. I left this crank in here to do this, and just to save time, and rinsed it out. So hopefully I got all that material out. The journals don't really look all that great. This one's cleaned. I wiped it down. It's not bad. The other ones I still need to give that treatment, but I don't see any major scoring. I think the bearing took most of the hit. You can see a little bit around that oil hole, but nothing that should cause concern. But I am going to check the clearance. I don't always do that on some of my motors, but this time I think I'm going to go ahead and make that step. Ring gap placement. If you have the arrow facing down, then your upper ring gap will be directly to your left, 90 degrees from the top, facing that way. Then your second gap will be right in front of the wrist pin there, and your oil control rings are facing you. You got the lower control ring and the upper control ring, and then the spacer is about in the pin region back here, right there. It's in here all by itself.
No, it wasn't. It was full.
It's along for the ride. I haven't seen it since Moab. Your seal of approval or disapproval of this. Does it have the same problem as the other one? And what's the general health? Use your instruments.
The instruments. I don't know. They look pretty tore up as well.
Are they stuck?
Yeah, they look kind of stuck.
I haven't actually checked them. That's why you're checking them.
Yeah, well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so
I saw that one move.
slightly. I don't know.
Has the same problem.
Same issue.
So what do we do to fix it?
We pull them off and put new ones back on.
That's not what I did. That's not what I did. You have it wrong. What do we do to fix it?
You pull them off and you put older, other rusty ones back on.
But you clean them.
But you clean them.
But you clean them. And that's all you got to do and hone it. You break it in nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Take your time. You know, you don't just throttle on full boost, you know, right off the bat. You know, you gotta